number, 11,645. It's total number of COVID cases that we're reporting in the last 24-hour period here in the state. Now, I mentioned on Monday that this week, over the next few days, up to 72 hours through tomorrow night, most likely, that we will take all of that backlog, the 295,000 backlog numbers, cases, figure out total number of positives we have, and then begin to stack those positives on the actual dates those numbers came in. So we're beginning to do that. But for the purpose of transparency, yesterday, 12,500, today, 11,645, we're giving you numbers that represent the actual number of positive cases and a number that begins the process over a few-day period of truing up the total number of positives from that backlog. If you're following me, I'm impressed and grateful. It's a long-winded way of saying that the actual numbers today that we are putting out, the 11,645, includes 6,212 backlogged cases, and the actual number today is 5,433. So backlog numbers will come in next couple days. We will then get through all of that. We'll true up all these numbers. We'll get a brand new positivity rate out there for everybody. But no, all that is happening on the schedule that we promoted on Monday, and just wanted, for transparency purposes, to give you a sense of how many backlog numbers we just added today, but give you a sense that I think is a little bit more optimistic. The 5,400, too high, but a lot lower than we've been tracking the last few weeks. Again, another indication that we are turning the corner on this pandemic. Briefly, let's follow that up with some other proof points. Hospitalizations, these are the facts. These are the grounding numbers: hospitalizations, ICUs, deaths. These are the lagging indicators, and these numbers obviously very consequential. It's very encouraging still to see the 14-day hospitalization numbers continue to decrease, over 19%, I think 19.3, 19.4% decrease in the last 14 days. Consequence, that decrease, you saw that on Monday, you saw it last week, the week prior, seen a decrease in hospitalizations. That number now, 5,442, represents about 7% of the healthcare system capacity in the state. 9, 8, now down to about 7% of the capacity. As it relates to ICU admissions, you see a similar trend line, a little even more encouraging than last week, rather on Monday, last presentation on ICUs, now 16% decrease on ICU admissions over a 14-day period. So tracking similarly to the decreases we're seeing, 19% in hospitalizations. As a consequence, again, looking at total capacity, that pie chart, critical care capacity, ICU capacity now was 23%, 22, now about 20% of the total number of ICU patients, COVID-19 positive patients in our ICU system. Ventilators, again, north of 13,000 available, doing better than we were a few weeks ago with 11,000 plus ventilators available.